More questions remain about the timeline of events leading to the death of Brian Laundrie. Northport authorities are awaiting the findings of a forensic anthropologist, hoping to get more details to piece together their investigation. NewsNation correspondent Michael Shore is joining us live now from Northport, Florida, with the very latest. And Michael, a lot of unanswered questions surrounding this investigation tonight. What are authorities hoping to uncover from the forensic anthropologist investigation specifically?
Well, look, I think the first thing, obviously, is the cause of death of Brian Laundrie. How long had he been dead? What's the timeline there? Was it a suicide? Was it some other cause of death did he just get caught out there? The reason those things matter is because there's a timeline about when he came home, when he was reported missing. All of those things have to fit a puzzle. But the most important part of this, and again, I keep reminding us that this is a murder investigation into the homicide of Gabby Petito. So were there things in Brian Laundrie's personal effects, in the dry bag, in the backpack, and anything that may have been recovered subsequent to the finding of his remains that would lead people to understand how Gabby Petito died, and if, in fact, Brian Laundrie was the person who killed his former girlfriend?
Are there any plans for authorities to continue searching the Carlton Reserve for more evidence?
Well, they are going to go back. Look, they created a grid in that area once those remains were found. Today, there have been reports of other items being found there. Of course, those have to be vetted because they weren't found by the authorities, by the investigative professionals. But once they do report those things, and once they go through everything that's there, and look, if they found something today that means that in a certain area that they hadn't checked before, there may be other items, they will go back there and look at that. Right now, though, it really relies on the findings of the forensic anthropologists and also what is in the notebook that they found. They said that that notebook is quote unquote salvageable. That's what the FBI said. So the fact that it's salvageable means that maybe they can learn a little bit about the mental state of Brian Laundrie, or if he had any kind of confession or suicide note on among his personal belongings that were found there, Rudabeh.
All right, Michael Shore in Northport, Florida. Thank you.